Photon Vibration, single-player quest campaign mode. Creatures of the deep, prepare for the fishing adventure of a lifetime.
So, Hooked on Creatures of the Deep was a finalist in the 2008 IMG-A Award for Excellence in Gameplay, but, if they gave out 2 awards, we probably would have been looking at another winner here. Infinite Dreams is the developer, and they are from Poland, and they've been proven very skillful at realizing the vision of our producer. Our producer on this game was Mike Smith, and he was also the creative director. Mike is another EA veteran where he was art director for a long time, and we're very pleased that he's part of the Nokia game publishing team now. As you can see, this is another very different style of game, and Mike's experience as an art director is evidenced here. It's a very beautiful game, very well presented, and one of the cool things you can do with this game, besides catching a lot of fish, is it's got a screensaver, and all the weird and wonderful things that you've collected in the game show up in the screensaver when your phone's idle, and they swim around kind of like an aquarium. It also makes use of the vibration of the device, and it lets you feel when the fish are biting. So not only do you get the visual cue in the game with the rod bending, but you can also feel it in your hand. It's pretty cool when you're cruising around and you feel that fish bite, you've got something there. So I've shown you some examples of our current games, but it doesn't end here with these games. These games and the others that you can try on our booth are the foundation upon which we're going to build our future games. Games that will excite and delight the users. The kinds of games that we have never seen before. So now, what are we going to be doing based on this foundation? Well, we're going to be exploiting the capabilities of the N-Gage arena, more multiplayer gaming. As the networks become more capable, we're going to work in more real-time multiplayer. As soon as it's ready, we'll be there. And we're going to be pushing the boundaries on that. We're going to be looking at MMOs. We're also going to be working more and more on cross-platform games. If you can remember the presentation last year with Scott Foe and Project White Rock, you can remember some of the details of that. It's a PC game that you can also play in a mobile web client. We also have some other games we're working on that, and we're also looking at microtransactions in games. And we could have free games that are supported by in-game transactions. Maybe nothing so extreme as buying bullets for your FPS, but you never know what happens. We're also looking at cross-genre games. This is a kind of activity where you have things happening in one game that influence things in a totally different game. And we can do this because we have the N-Gage arena that we're using as a hub. All of the communication can travel between the games. We're also looking at more sensors, accelerometers, gyroscopes, GPS, cameras, touchscreens. But not only with the gear, we're also looking at new ways of playing games, pervasive games, persistent world games, location-based games, context-aware games, augmented reality. All these areas are open for innovation and exploration. And while we're exploring all these, and I'm sorry that I can't show you any of the stuff here today, that will have to wait for another time. But Nokia Games Publishing continues to evolve and change its capabilities and its ways of working. We focus on our consumers and provide them with the very best games possible. Games that are fun, games that are connected, games that are joyful to use and beautiful. As part of the mobile games industry, we strive for innovation. We share our best practices, and we help build a place for everyone to succeed, for the love of gaming. Thank you so much for coming here today.